I gave this to my father. There goes Amigo. For a walk. My mask. Squeezing in, plus all them in there running their mouth too. No, I wait for another elevator. About 6 or 7 people got in that one. Not enough air to breathe. Take your piece, the brother said. I didn't get his name neither. Yeah, get up here and get some breakfast started. We got 2 for 1. Got 2 for 1 sale. We got 2 elevators. Yeah, I'm burned out. I'm starving now. Now my stomach. Now I'm starting to feel hungry. Starting to feel weak hungry too. I go up here and put some serious breakfast on. Oh, I have the soup too. You know what? I should eat a bowl of soup first, and then I should eat my breakfast. You gotta hit the button. Hit the button there. Hit the green one, and then hit the yellow one.
Thank you.
Yes, he was trying to figure out how to get out. Keep losing contact. That's southwest near the monument, and zoom in. Capitol. It's pretty humid though. It's not as humid. It's been humider than this. So it just rained. So I'm going to go down here and might be a good day to take some laps, man. I used to swim. I learned how to swim from my brother-in-law. If I hadn't learned how to swim from my brother-in-law when I went in the Navy, I wouldn't even know how to tread water. He taught us how to tread water. And I get to heaven, I know I'm gonna look him up. He probably having a ball up there. He probably the life of the party. The life of the party. Hanging out. I know he hanging out with his mother, and I know he out hanging out with my mama. He said that's his favorite mother-in-law. He used to always say that, my favorite mother-in-law. He was a loving person, C, my brother-in-law, the original Mr. C. Let me go down here, man. I'm running out of level. I'm running on E. Running on E. I might go around here and pilfer. Pilfer. If you don't know what pilfering is. If it's already yours, you don't have to pilfer. I'm gonna get some rugby. What is this? Billiard. Get some billiard balls and a stick. Practice my billiards. Hold on a second. Billiards. Yeah, I just got enough energy. Get down there and peel the potato, cut up some onions and red and green peppers. And I just got another can of coconut oil. I want to get some peanut oil too and some sunflower oil. Try this ready. It has the looper pedal, had the reverb on there. I had that little Donna synthesizer. I could use a bigger keyboard so I can play piano on there too, or a synthesizer. Need a controller. Get the lightest controller that they make with the lightest controller with the most amount of keys. 3 octaves would be good, but 4 would be better. As long as it's light, don't take up no extra room. Got some mail out here. Let's get the breakfast started, y'all. Whew. It's humid. Whew. Whew. I'll be back in the high life again. All those doors closed before we open up again. I'll be back in. I got a bunch of change in here. Got some dollar bills. Boy, I've been on a shoestring budget for a little while now. I shoestring budget for some time. I'm ready to get back into the high life again. Back in the high life again. Here's my sock. Oh, ooh, ah, ooh. Undershirt wet again. That's okay. I gotta get used to that living in DC. Just have to keep a supply of undershirts ready at the handy at your fingertips. Should wipe the sweat off too after you wipe the sweat off before you put on a new undershirt. TMI, I'm gonna wipe some of the perspiration before I put on a new undershirt. Won't that be a sight to see? Back in the high life again. Turn on this fan. You can turn off and on. It's supposed to cut off and on. My neckerchief, my choke is wet too. Let me put on another undershirt. Woo. Hot stuff. Ugh. use some. Oh, that's right. I had beignet. I can rub on some beignet. Wet. Okay. Keep knocking these off every time I walk past. Ah. Took me a while to get situated. We're going to the kitchen. I want to plug up my phantom power microphone and go into the, I want to see if you notice any difference. See if you can tell the difference. I plug this into the Go mixer. It's supposed to be for higher quality. And I'm plugging in. And I'm turning on the phantom power. It's on. I'm gonna check it. One, check, mic. Check. That's the mic phantom power right there. Okay, this is it. It's all the way up, back and down. I'm about, I always turn this thing look like 2 o'clock. But did you notice anything? It's supposed to be the phantom power microphone supposed to be on. Let me plug in my downtime computer. My downtime computer. I wore myself out yesterday. Not needing hard work, just laying around doing nothing, especially if you create it. Here's my adapter. Put this in a little baggie here. Everything seems to turn on this computer. This is my downtime computer, like I call my TV. plug in my trackpad. Y'all sign in. Came on, it's good. Oh, it's doing that. Hold on. It's not doing the caps. Oops, go ahead on have the caps on. I can use some painkillers today. I'm just going to eat all day, lay around and eat. That's the screen I use for my downtime. And I Bluetooth from here.
None can separate you from his love. So lift your head, silence the shame, and step forward, because your future is still intact, and God's favor is still working on your behalf. Positioning precedes favor. It's a truth that often gets overlooked in a world that prioritizes quick results, shortcuts, and instant recognition.
Oh, I don't have it on.
God, positioning.
Let me turn on my
Posture, your heart, your character, and your faith.
Bose S1.
Favor is not random. It flows toward those who are prepared, who are aligned with God, and who walk in humility, integrity, and obedience, even when no one is watching. Positioning the private moment with faithfulness shape your future more than any public success. There's something powerful about remaining faithful when it feels like no one sees your efforts. It takes strength.
I've been listening to this along with my praise and worship.
Seems to follow.
This is out. I know they doctored this because when this guy was out, there wasn't no such thing as email or text.
To forgive when it's hard. The times you chose truth over
I don't think there was a such thing as email and text when this guy wrote these.
These moments are where positioning happens. It's where you prove, not just to others, but to yourself, that your trust is in God and not in outcomes. Think of David before he became king. He was anointed while still a young shepherd, but he didn't go straight to the throne. He went back to tending sheep. He spent years serving in obscurity, learning to worship in the wilderness, to fight battles no one saw, and to lead without recognition. He honored Saul, a man who tried to kill him, and refused to take shortcuts to power. Why? Because David understood something we must grasp. God's timing is perfect, and favor comes to those who are positioned through obedience. His years of hidden faithfulness were not wasted. They were the training ground for the crown. When the moment came, David didn't need to fight for favor. It found him. The same principle applies to us. If we want to experience the fullness of God's favor, we must be willing to walk in his ways even when the spotlight is off. Integrity means choosing what's right even when no one will give you credit for it. Humility means lowering yourself, serving others, and not needing constant validation. Obedience means trusting God's instructions even when they don't make sense. These qualities may seem small, but in God's eyes, they are monumental. He doesn't just look at the actions you take. He looks at the heart.
I've been drinking water for the last couple of days.
It's not about being perfect, but it is about being aligned. When your heart is aligned with God, when your motives are pure, and your trust is placed in him above everything else, you create space for his favor to rest. It's not something you chase. It's something you attract through obedience and faithfulness. And sometimes that means saying no to opportunities that compromise your values, turning down shortcuts that promise faster results, and waiting patiently when everything inside you wants to rush ahead. We live in a platform without the process, the recognition without the refinement, but God's not in a hurry. He cares far more about who you are becoming than where you're going. And because of that, He often delays favor until your foundation is strong enough to carry the weight of what He's about to give. If you're in a season of waiting, a season where it seems like nothing is moving, consider that God may be positioning you.
I'm gonna make 2 more.
He may be doing
Ice
deep work in
balls.
your soul, preparing you for blessings that require strength, maturity, and character. Jesus Himself modeled this. Before launching His public ministry, He spent 30 years in obscurity. The Son of God, full of divine power and purpose, waited in humility, learning, serving, and obeying. And when the time came, the heavens opened, and the Father declared, "This is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased." That was favor. But it didn't come without preparation. It came after a life of hidden faithfulness. Jesus didn't bypass the process, and neither should we.
Doing a review of this guy.
Don't despise the quiet seasons. Don't underestimate the value of small acts of faithfulness. What you're doing today in secret may be the very thing that prepares you for the favor that's coming. Your prayers matter. Your character matters. Your obedience matters. The promotion you're waiting for, the breakthrough you're believing for, it will come. But first, God is asking you to be positioned, because when your heart is in the right place, when your motives are pure,
Make some big
and when
ice
your
cubes.
life is built on the foundation of His Word, you won't have to force doors to open. Favor will find you, and when it does, you'll be ready not just to receive it, but to carry it with grace and purpose. Favor is for purpose, not just blessing. It's easy to think of favor as something that exists simply to make life more comfortable, more successful, or more enjoyable.
Yeah.
God's favor is not about giving us an easier life. It's about empowering us to live a life that matters. When God places His favor on someone, it's not just to bless them for their own sake. It's to equip them, position them, and anoint them for a purpose that reaches beyond themselves. His
Get the
favor
onions
is a
and the
divine
scallions
assignment, not a
and the
personal trophy.
red and
Many people
red and
pray for
green
favor,
pepper
asking
spray.
God to open doors, grant opportunities, or pour out blessings. And God loves to bless His children, but He never does it without intention. Every blessing He gives carries responsibility. Every promotion carries weight. Every open door comes with a calling to walk through it, not just for personal gain, but to make a difference. That's the heart of divine favor. It's not selfish, it's missional. When you look at the people God favored in Scripture, you'll notice a pattern. Their favor always led to responsibility. Joseph was favored, but that favor led him into leadership during the
I want to put some more, just as leftover. What did I cook
Esther was
yesterday?
favored, but that favor put her in a
Sausage and
position to
potatoes.
live her life
I'm
to
using some
save her
old
people. David
leftover
was favored, but that favor meant leading Israel through
renderings.
battles, betrayal, and
I'm
seasons
going
of
to add some
hardship. None of these
coconut oil
individuals
in here
used
with
their
this.
favor to isolate
I might use
themselves
this to
from
cook
others
some
or
chicken
to
with
live
this
in
too.
luxury. Instead, they used it as a tool to serve, lead, protect, and uplift others. Their lives were impactful because they understood that favor was a trust, not a privilege. In your own life, when you begin to walk in God's favor, ask yourself, what is this for? Maybe you've been given influence. How are you using it? Maybe God has opened financial doors. Who are you blessing with it? Perhaps He's given you a voice. What are you speaking into the world? The favor you carry is not just about building your comfort, your brand, or your kingdom. It's about building His kingdom. It's about being a vessel and a witness to the goodness of God in a way that impacts lives around.
I have an extra light here.
Favor will bring you into rooms that others cannot access. But when you
I'm
get
supposed to be monitoring myself on the iPad.
just for yourself.
Make sure y'all getting a good feed.
God into that space. You're there to speak wisdom, show love, and model integrity. You're there to create opportunities for others, to lift people who've been overlooked, to bring justice where there's been oppression, and to reflect the heart of God in a place that might not otherwise see. That's what it means to live with favor on purpose.
There I am.
Sometimes favor
That
will
part right
stretch
in there.
you. It will place you in positions that seem bigger than you are. It will ask you to give more, love
It was like I was a prisoner in my own bed yesterday.
Because when you begin to live not just for yourself, but for the impact your life can have, you begin to experience fulfillment that no material blessing can provide.
Ready to chop it up.
God's favor doesn't just flow to you, it's meant to flow through you. The blessing you
Chop
carry
it up.
is meant to be shared. When you bless others, you multiply the impact of God's goodness.
First one thing I want to do, I'm going to cut half this tater.
When you serve others,
Save half for tomorrow. I already washed it once.
the kind of life that
Wash
leaves
it
a
again.
legacy, not a legacy built on wealth or
They say if you're going to store potatoes in a cupboard or somewhere, you don't want to wash them. You don't want to wash them. You don't want to wash the soil off. It keeps better with the skin covered in soil.
He never used his favor to elevate
I'm going to put this back in this plastic bag here.
pour himself out. And he calls us to do the same. When we follow his
I'm going to
example,
peel that potato.
stop seeing favor as
Potato
something
peeler.
to boast about. And
First, I'm
start
going to put all
seeing
these
it
scallions in here. 3 scallions.
steward. So if God is blessing
Put
you,
these
don't
4
just ask
scallions.
what it means for your life. Ask what it means for the world around you. Ask how you can be a blessing, how you can give, serve, and shine, because that's what true favor is all about. It's not about making you more comfortable.
Favor, favor.
It's about making you more useful for the kingdom. When you live with that understanding,
They think, I think
not just because God wants to
with the
elevate
YouTube
you,
thing,
but
you're supposed to
because
let it
He
play a
knows
while
you
and
can
stop it
trust
and start again. You're doing a review.
you go.
Well, that's it anyway.
We
I'm
live
doing
in
a
world
review
where change is
of this
constant,
guy.
where challenges
I think it's a certain amount you
and
can
the
let
weight of
play
our
when you're doing a
experiences
review.
sometimes feels unbearable. In times like these, many of us find ourselves searching for meaning, for a higher purpose,
Scallions.
and for something greater to help us navigate the turbulence of life.
I might want to put some of these black beans in
Going
the
to
soup.
handle what's coming? Will we be prepared for the storms that lie ahead? Will we be able to carry the burdens of tomorrow?
You know that?
It's easy to get lost in the overwhelming nature of the unknown future. We hear
I might want to
whispers
put
of
some of this
uncertainty
soup.
and anticipate the
I usually
challenges
take
that
out the
could
meat.
stretch our
If it's
mental,
meat in a
emotional, and
can,
physical limits.
I usually like to
Here's
take
a
the meat out.
comforting and powerful truth. God is expanding your capacity to handle what's coming. Though we cannot always see it in the moment, the experiences we face today are preparing us for the storms we will face tomorrow.
I'm going to put
Every
this.
challenge, every
soup.
moment of pain, and
I'm going to put a
every
can of
trial is not a
black
random
bean sauce
event,
in here
but
with
a
this
part
soup.
of a greater design. In the grand narrative of our lives, God, in
And a
His
little bit more
wisdom, is
variety.
intentionally shaping us, not for the ease of life, but for the strength and
Says
resilience that we will need to endure the road
Pitmaster,
ahead. The lessons we learn,
steakhouse
the
style.
scars we bear, and the wisdom we gain are tools being fashioned for us to grow
kind of
into the
beans?
person we need to become. We are
Steakhouse style,
constantly
something
being
kind of
equipped,
beans.
even in moments when we feel
I'm going to put
most
some black
unprepared.
beans in here with this.
Think about the metaphor of physical training. If we want to grow stronger, we must endure resistance. We must push through the pain, the fatigue, and the moments when our muscles are screaming for
Scallions still
relief.
chopping.
It is in these moments of tension
I
that
put the
we
green
grow,
part in there
not
too.
in the moments of comfort.
Some of the greenness is not
The more
dried up.
resistance we face, the stronger we become. Likewise, spiritually,
Stems.
mentally, and emotionally, we are being trained. Each moment of difficulty is like a weight being placed on us to build endurance and resilience. Each time
Save some of
we
this
face
for the black
adversity, God
beans.
is giving us the
Black
opportunity
bean
to
soup.
stretch and grow.
A little
Though we
bit
may feel stretched
little
beyond
bit of
our
this
limits,
inside
it is
the
in these moments
of soup.
that we experience a deeper and greater capacity for handling life's
A
challenges.
little bit of
One
scallions
of the
in the
most
soup.
difficult things we face
The rest
in life
going in
is
the-
the feeling that we are
Gonna
not
fry
enough,
some
that
potatoes.
we are not equipped to handle what is coming. We look at our present situation
Right.
and see a mountain of challenges, doubts, and fears. It's
I'll put some
easy
black
to
beans in
feel
this soup.
overwhelmed. But here's where the expansion begins.
You get a
God's
better
design
can
for
opener.
your life is not limited to your current ability. It's not confined to what you believe you can handle right now. God sees something in you that you cannot yet see in yourself. He knows what you're capable of, and He is continuously expanding your capacity to handle more. The trials we face are never a reflection of our inadequacy, but
Air
rather
conditioner keeps
an
coming on.
invitation to step into a greater version of ourselves, a a version that is stronger, wiser, and more resilient. The beauty of this process is that it is not just about handling more. It's about becoming more. Each challenge we face becomes an opportunity for personal growth, for discovering new aspects of ourselves that we never knew existed. We often look at challenges as obstacles, as burdens, but what if we began to see them as opportunities for growth? What if we embraced them as moments where we can expand our hearts, our minds, and our spirits? Consider the example of the seed. A seed is small and
There's a recycled can. I rinse my cans out
potential for a mighty tree.
so that
The seed must break
when I put them in the
endure the harsh elements,
recycle
and push its
bin,
roots deep into the soil.
they don't
to
have
grow.
any food in
It
it
is
to
the
spoil or
resistance,
anything.
the stretching, and the breaking that allows the seed to reach its full potential. In the same way, God is allowing us to go through seasons of difficulty so that we can grow into
Turn
the
the cans
people we
upside
are
down,
meant
we
to
let them
be.
dry.
Without the pressure,
Before I
without
put
the
'em in
breaking,
the,
we would never know the full extent of
before I
our
put 'em
strength,
in
our capacity, and
the recycle
our
bin.
purpose. And yet, it is in these times of stretching that we often feel most vulnerable.
Already
We
fried
might
some
question our
potatoes.
worth or feel lost in the
First I'm
process.
going to put
We
some
might
green
wonder if
peppers,
we're strong
onions,
enough to endure the pain, or if we'll ever make it through.
red
This
peppers
is where
in
faith
here.
comes in. It is in these moments of doubt and fear that we are invited to trust that
Red
God
pepper.
is in control, that He is
Still got the
shaping us,
seeds.
and that He is
I'm gonna save the
expanding our
seeds.
capacity in
The
ways
piece in
we
the middle.
cannot yet comprehend.
Save that and put that down
God
in
is
the
not
bottom of the
unaware
flower
of our
pot.
struggles. He is not distant
Put it
or
down in the bottom
indifferent
of
to
the
the pain we face.
flower pot that
Instead,
those
He
sprout.
is intimately involved in the process, working behind
Green
the scenes
pepper.
to build us up and to prepare us for the challenges that lie ahead.
All those seeds in there. When I finish with the green pepper and the red pepper, I plant that middle piece.
The beauty of God's plan
Plant
is
that
that
middle
it is
piece.
always moving us towards something greater, even when we cannot
Put that down in the bottom of the flower
we
pot.
can be so focused on the challenges ahead that we forget to look at the progress we've made. We forget to celebrate the victories, both big and small, that have brought us to this point. But if we take a moment to reflect, we will see that we have already grown in ways we never thought possible. We've overcome obstacles that once seemed insurmountable. We've faced fears that once
Back in the high life again.
and we've endured heartache that once threatened to break us. Yet here we are, still standing, still growing, still learning. This is evidence of the expansion of our capacity. The God who brought us through the trials of yesterday is the same God who will equip us for the challenges of tomorrow. There will be times, no doubt, when the road ahead feels uncertain, when we are faced with obstacles that seem too great, or when we encounter situations that stretch us to the point of breaking. But we must remember that God does not allow us to go through these challenges without purpose. Every struggle, every difficulty is an opportunity for us to grow and to increase our capacity for what lies ahead. The road may be hard, but it is also a path of transformation. As we walk through it, we become more of who we were always meant to be. We develop the strength, wisdom, and resilience necessary to thrive, not just survive. The expansion of our capacity is not just about handling more, but about becoming the people who can stand firm in the face of adversity.
Okay.
Who can face challenges
I want
with
to take
grace
some of these
and
onions,
confidence,
put them
and
in
who
my
can help others along the
soup
way.
and black
In times of
beans.
hardship, it can be
A
tempting
couple
to
of little
turn
bit of the
inward and
green
isolate
peppers and red
ourselves,
peppers
to
go
focus
in
on
there.
the weight of our struggles and our perceived limitations.
The
But we
rest
are not
goes in the
alone in
frying
this
pan
journey.
for the fried
God is with us
potatoes.
every step of the
Rest
way.
goes in
He is the one who will guide us through the
potato
storm,
pan.
who will give us the strength to endure, and who
And
will
I am using
expand
some
our
leftover
capacity to handle what's coming. As we look to the
leftover
future, let us not be intimidated by the unknown.
coconut oil.
Let us not be overwhelmed by the challenges that lie ahead. Instead, let us trust
Had a
that
lemon
God is
in here.
already preparing us for what's coming.
And it's an
He
old
is
lemon.
expanding our capacity,
I'm gonna squeeze a little bit of lemon
molding
juice
and
in here. I don't know how this
shaping
is
us
gonna
into
work.
the people we need to be.
Some of the
The
skins
future
actually
may
fell
be
off.
uncertain,
Lemon's
but
so
we
old.
can have confidence that we are more than
But I'm just
capable
gonna
of
leave that,
handling
let that throw
not
in there.
because of our own strength,
Old
but
lemon.
because of the strength that God has placed within us. God is expanding our capacity not just for the challenges we face.
Put the lid. Oh, I didn't put any spice in the black beans at all.
As we continue on this journey, let us walk with confidence, knowing that we are being
some of the Goyo
No
seasoning
matter what comes, we can stand
with
firm,
my
for God is with us.
regular green spices all mixed up in here. I sent my homegrown and
Every challenge,
store-bought.
difficulty, or trial we
Put some
face
in
in
here
life is not just
for
a
the
random
potatoes.
occurrence, but part of a greater intentional plan
I have my
that
glasses
God
on.
has designed for
And
us. In moments
some of
of
the
struggle,
Goyo
it's easy to feel
and
overwhelmed,
regular spice in
as
here
if
with the
the weight
onion,
of the world is upon
onion.
us. We may question
Put the lid on it.
going through certain hardships.
Put the lid on it. Then I want to slice up
To the other side. But in those very moments of doubt,
turkey
given an
turkey
opportunity
scrapple.
to
My sister didn't even know they made turkey scrapple.
God
Put the
is
lid
not
on
only
it.
aware of our struggles, but He is actively
Everybody know they
using
make
them to
pork scrapple.
expand our capacity
I think they
to
make beef
handle
scrapple too.
Think about how we grow physically. When we exercise, we intentionally subject our muscles to resistance and stress, and through that strain, they grow stronger. It's not the easy days of life exercise that build strength. It's the days when we push beyond our comfort zone, when we
Turkey
face
scrapple.
resistance and fatigue, that our muscles are forced to adapt and grow. Our bodies become more capable of handling increasingly difficult physical
I like these
challenges.
glass Tupperwares.
We've intentionally subjected ourselves
Camera
to
acting like it did when I was in the subway. I look around, the camera was
the struggles we
facing the
face
ground.
serve as the resistance that builds our
Turkey
capacity
scrapple.
spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. The trials we encounter are not designed to break us. Rather, they are crafted to build us up. Each difficulty
Gotta
is
dump the
tailored to
trash.
develop specific aspects of our character and endurance. We may not fully understand why we are facing a particular challenge in the moment, but God, in His infinite wisdom, knows exactly what we need to experience to prepare us for what lies ahead. This intentional preparation can be likened to the process of refining gold. The gold has to
I take my
endure the
knife
heat
and
of
I
the furnace.
rinse
only
it and I
through that
wipe it off
intense
with
heat
my.
can the impurities be
This
burned
towel is
away.
just going to be for
The
wiping
result
off
is
knives.
refined,
Not going to be
pure
wiping
form
off
of gold.
tables. But this is for
Much like how
countertops.
the heat of our trials
And
refines
I have an extra one. I haven't figured out what I'm going to use that
fear,
for.
doubt, and weakness.
Here's
What
my
we often
cutting
fail to
board.
realize
Put a
when we
rinse
are
on
in
it.
the midst of hardship is that every
I don't
single
dry it off.
experience
I
we
just
go
put it
through,
in the
no matter how painful or difficult,
area
is a
here.
part of a larger design that God has for us. Every struggle serves a dual purpose. It
Let's cut
refines
this
us
potato.
and it equips us
Put
for
the potato
future
in the pan.
responsibilities and opportunities. These moments, though difficult, are not meant to last forever,
Already
but to
washed it
prepare us
twice.
for a future that requires more strength, wisdom, and resilience than we have right now. And the beauty of this process is that it is happening with divine purpose and intention. God is actively involved in our lives, shaping us through experiences. We may see a moment of suffering, but God sees a season of growth.
I'm
God's
going to eat.
preparation
I want
is
you to
not
eat 3
random
meals
or
today.
arbitrary. It's a personalized blueprint designed just for us. The challenges you face might be different
I have
from
some
those
rice
of
in
someone
there.
else, but they are
Steamed
specifically
rice.
tailored to your unique journey.
I can put
God
that
knows
with the
the
soup.
precise areas of your life that need strengthening, and He allows
Okay.
certain trials to
Ready?
develop those areas. Perhaps it's your patience that needs to grow, or maybe it's your ability to trust in the unknown, or maybe it's your resilience.
You need to
in the
get
face of
a different
adversity.
squeegee. I use
The point
a
is,
spatula
God is not leaving us to
because the
fend
sink
for
doesn't
ourselves.
drain.
He is actively shaping and refining
The
us for the
sink
future
doesn't,
He
the
has in mind.
water
for us.
doesn't go completely down in
Moments
the
of
sink. It
struggle
just
is crucial
stands
to
there.
remind
So I
ourselves
use
that
my
nothing we go through is without
spatula. I
purpose.
need to
We
get a
often want
squeegee
to
just for
escape
this. Get a
discomfort
little
or
teeny
avoid
squeegee.
hardship, but it's in
I do
these
have
very
one.
moments of
I have one I was
discomfort
using
that
for
we
the
are
window.
stretched and transformed. Just
Let me
as a
see.
muscle grows
I have a
stronger when
squeegee
it
I
is
was using
stretched
for the
beyond
window.
its normal capacity,
The,
so too
I have
we being stretched
plastic on
beyond
the
our
window,
comfort
the
zone.
one-sided
The
plastic.
good news is that as
One-sided
we are
mirror
stretched,
plastic.
we grow. Our
That's
emotional
what it is.
resilience, spiritual depth, and mental clarity are
Neighbor
sharpened
across the
through
way.
every trial. The pain we experience in the present moment is not wasted. It's molding us into a
So
more
they can't see
capable
through my
version
window
of
when I have my
ourselves.
windows open.
There may be times
I have
when we
plastic
look
on there.
around and see others
My battery's getting
breathing
weak.
through life, untouched by hardship. But what we cannot
Plug my phone
see
in.
is the quiet strength that they have developed in private.
I'll be able to sign off. I want to sign off in a minute anyway.
That have been built in them over time.
Battery's weak.
It's easy to compare our journey to others, but each person's God knows exactly what we need and will never give us more than we can handle. Even when it feels like we are at our breaking point.
Here's the squeegee I use for the windows.
To expand
I have
our
a
capacity to stretch it, to
one-sided
refine us,
plastic
until we are
glass. It's a
capable of
mirror on
handling
one
what He
side.
has ahead for us. Every trial we face is a piece of the puzzle. It's a necessary step
Here's the
in the
squeegee I use
process
for the
of
windows.
becoming
I have
what He's
a
called us to be. While we
one-sided
may not understand
Oh, that worked good.
right now,
I'm gonna keep
we
this
can
right here.
trust that the struggles we face
Keep this
will
right
lead
here.
us to a place of deeper strength.
Potato. Put potato in the pan.
For the victory that comes after the training, we too are being prepared for a future where we will be able to not only endure but thrive. So the next time we find ourselves
I had the fire down too low. Oh, the heat.
to remember, God is intentionally preparing us for what's ahead. These challenges are not happening by chance. They are part of a purposeful design to expand our capacity. And through it all,
I'm famous for my
guiding us,
fried potatoes.
empowering us.
My neighbor asked me for a potato the other day, but I was in the subway performing. Time I got back, we didn't knock off until about 9 o'clock. Me and the other musician. I wasn't making nothing before he got there. I was making something, but it was slow because the subway had slowed down too. Because it was way after 6 o'clock. He had to knock off too. He quit before I did. Right when I pulled out my liquid vape and was getting ready to take another vape, that's when he said he had to go. Because he know if I took another vape, I'd be ready. But we had some nice experiences. For the first time us playing together, not having any songs playing, I think we did pretty good. We killed them. Salt and pepper team.
Think about the way muscles grow. When we lift weights, the fibers in our muscles actually
I want to cut this grapple and have it ready.
torn that they rebuild, becoming thicker and stronger than before. The
Need 2 big
resistance isn't
pieces.
something to fear or avoid, but something essential to growth. Without it, the muscle remains stagnant and doesn't improve. Similarly, our personal growth cannot occur without adversity. Without challenges, we do not have the opportunity to stretch beyond our current
I want to say this.
Resistance is the tool
Put it on
that
top of these
allows us to
eggs.
move from who we are today to who we are capable of becoming tomorrow. It is easy to misunderstand resistance as something purely negative. We often look at challenges, hardships, or painful experiences as obstacles, things that get in the way of our peace, our comfort, and our sense of stability. In the moment, that can feel very true. When we are experiencing difficulty, it's natural to wish for a life without problems, a path without obstacles, a day without struggle. But what we
I want to cook the chicken livers tomorrow.
very things that seem like
I'm going to bread them though.
actually the forces
I'm going to
shaping
bread the
us,
chicken livers.
chiseling away our weaknesses
I have a
strengthening our core.
bunch
It
of
is
bread.
through these
I mean,
moments that we grow our
batter.
resilience.
I'm going to put the chicken livers in here. Shake them up. Is there enough in there for them?
It is built in the moment
Chicken
when we
livers?
push through difficulty, when we choose to get up after we've
Let's
been
put some
knocked
more in
down,
there,
and
something
when
else
we
in there with
refuse
this.
to give in to fear or despair. Each
I'm going to put
setback
some
we
powdered
face,
milk in
every
here.
obstacle that
and
challenges
some
us is an opportunity to build resilience. These are
Corn,
not random
not
occurrences.
cornmeal. This
They
is
are
a mixer. This is
opportunities
really maple.
strategically placed in our lives to build us into stronger,
It said
more
maple
capable
on it.
individuals.
Maple. What?
Consider the way
That's
a
a
blacksmith
coincidence.
forges steel. He
Put a little maple in here.
metal until it is red hot. Then
Just to help
hammers it
for it to
over and
make a
over
bread
again to shape it into the
so it
desired
doesn't.
form.
Then I'll put a little bit of powdered milk.
It's grueling, and the heat can be intense.
Powdered milk
But
in
it's
here.
the very resistance that the
Just
steel
to have
produces
something to
that
cover the
turns it into something strong
livers
and
with.
lasting. If the steel were simply left to cool, untouched, it would remain
And I'm going to
brittle
put some,
and weak. Similarly,
a bunch of this
our resilience is developed
Goyo.
through repeated exposure to the
Whoops,
challenges
phone's
that
falling
force
down.
us to adapt,
Bunch of this
to
Goyo
stretch, and to
spice.
grow. The very things that feel like burdens in the moment are the forging fires of our personal transformation. While resistance
Put the,
might feel painful
lid
and
on the
exhausting,
potatoes.
it is important to understand that pain is
I want to dump these livers in here.
Every time
shake
we
'em up.
face difficulty, we are given an opportunity to stretch beyond what we thought was possible.
I want to dump
For
these chicken livers
example,
in
when
here.
we face a setback in our career, we may
Half of
feel
it anyway.
defeated or disheartened. But in the long run, that setback can teach us valuable
Guy told me they
lessons
don't sell chicken
about
livers no more.
perseverance,
I
about
knew he didn't know
finding
what he was talking about.
and about approaching problems from different angles. Same is true for personal
Whoa,
relationships,
the whole
health
liver thing went in
challenges, or
there.
any other struggle we face. Each moment of resistance offers us a chance to grow in ways that comfort and ease never could.
The whole
Moments of resistance
liver is in here.
while we may feel upset, the challenges we face are not only shaping us, but they are also preparing us for a greater purpose.
This the original shake and bake. I wonder how long they had paper bags. I wonder when paper bags became cheap. I know one time they were expensive. We used the paper bag over and over for lunch. We would save our lunch bag, paper bag, fold it up and use it again. And then later on my mother would say, okay, that bag can be thrown away now. And then we got lunch boxes. I want to take one of these livers out here for to put in the front pan with the scrapple.
It's easy to wish for an easier life, one free from hardship. But the truth is that without resistance, we would never experience the growth necessary to become who we are meant to be. Our greatest strengths are often developed in our hardest seasons. The obstacles we face today,
That cornmeal, that what's the name, is kind of messing up the batter.
are the training ground for our future strength. Each challenge is a chance to grow. To build a mental toughness.
I ain't going to cook this yet. I'm going to leave this in the ice, put this in here,
We will need to face
and shake it up every so often.
and the one after that.
Let it.
The person we are today,
I could have put some eggs in. I could have let it soak in the eggs first.
As a result of the obstacles we have already overcome.
I might do that. I might double dip it.
The person God
Put some
is
egg, make
shaping
some
us
egg
to
batter.
be is being built by the resistance we
My
face.
iPad is still seems like it's being controlled.
Another layer to our character, making us more capable of handling future challenges. Just as a runner trains their body to run longer distances, we train our hearts and minds to endure greater trials. We build resilience not by avoiding adversity, but by facing it head on, learning from and continuing forward. Our strength is not
Turn up my
measured
soup.
by how many challenges we avoid,
Keep an eye on
but
the
by how many we
potatoes.
face with courage and faith. Ultimately, resistance is not something to be feared. It is not something to resent.
My batteries are ready.
It's a necessary part of the process of becoming
Cooking with Carlton in the kitchen, y'all.
Through a challenge, we emerge
These
stronger.
are my batteries for my
And
keyboard.
when we face the next challenge, we will be better
One of
equipped
these is
to
supposed to be inside the gig
handle.
bag
Resistance is not the enemy. It is the force that
for
shapes us,
emergency.
strengthens us, and
One of the gig
prepares us
bags.
for the greatness that lies ahead. The
My main
obstacles
gig
we
bag.
face today are the tools that will shape
Outside
tomorrow.
yet.
So embrace the resistance, for it is through these very struggles that we are being transformed into the resilient
All right.
individuals we are called to be.
Now these
In
are
life, it is easy to feel overwhelmed,
all these. Whoop!
or unsure when faced with
All of these
adversity.
batteries
The
here
trials and challenges we
are for
encounter
my-
often seem larger than life, and
My
in moments,
Casio
we may find
5000
ourselves questioning
double
whether we
A,
are
some
truly
old ones and some
capable
new
of
ones.
handling what is in front of us. We may look at the obstacles
This is
ahead
ready
and feel
for. I
small.
should go back there Monday. I need to go out every day of the week. So I've been on vacation. I went out Friday. I need to go out and experiment some of those other stops. Plus there's Tenleytown and
God's vision for us is far broader, far deeper, and far more expansive than we could ever imagine.
gig bag
When we
zipper all
face
working.
difficult situations, it is natural to focus on our weaknesses, on what we don't have, and on the things we lack. We see ourselves in the light of our current abilities and experiences, often forgetting that the person we are today is not the person we will always be.
Now I can afford to lay down. If I had did this yesterday, got up and went to the
Molded and expanded by God's
Something told me not to drive my car
Our
yesterday.
limitations in the present moment are not
Got up
permanent.
and
Just
went
as
and
an
got my
artist takes a
eggs
rough
and
block of
honey,
marble and with
but his money's
patience
still
and
on the
skill
card.
shapes it
I
into a
want to cut this,
magnificent sculpture. God is shaping
my
us into
batteries.
someone capable
I'm
of
gonna unplug
overcoming the challenges
my
that
Go
are
mixer.
still to come. We are in many
For some
ways
reason the Go
in the
mixer is
process
not,
of becoming. Each
the battery and
experience, no matter how
the
challenging,
phone
is
is going
contributing to
dead.
that transformation. The
Taking the
person we
batteries
are
out the Go
today
mixer.
ill,
Need to
prepared,
charge
or
these
weak
now.
in the face of certain trials, but the
All my
person
batteries
we
will
are
be charged.
becoming through faith, perseverance, and the refining hand of God will be stronger, more capable, and more resilient than we can currently fathom. God's plan is not hindered by the limitations we see in ourselves, because He is not working with what we have now. He is working with
If I
the
got up
potential
yesterday and
He
did
has
this,
placed within
I
us.
would have had a
A
nice day, but
potential that will
I
unfold
felt so
over
bad.
time as we
I
continue to
let
trust Him
I
and
lost
walk
that
in
one,
faith.
but I chalk it
When we
up for
find
experience.
ourselves feeling inadequate or incapable, we often fall into the trap of comparing ourselves to others. We may look at the successes of others and think, I could never do that, or I don't have what it takes. But comparison is a dangerous path because it
Yeah, I was saying I want to cut my
where we are
HDMI.
and it blinds us to the unique
See this
path
old-fashioned plug? You
God
remember this
has
old
for
plug?
us. Everyone's
Matter of fact, it
journey
used to
is
be a
different,
printer
and
port
God
like this
doesn't
at one
judge our
time.
progress
This
based
might
on
be the
where
old
someone else
first
is.
printer
He
port.
judges
I don't
it
know.
based on
Is
where
it?
we are meant to be. The vision He has for us is tailored specifically to us and is designed
I want to
bring
cut
out the
this.
very best
Matter of
in
fact,
us.
since I'm right
He
here,
is not looking for perfection right now.
I am going to cut it.
Faith and trust in His
Both of these
plan,
the same.
even when we can't see the whole
All both of
picture.
these are the same.
We often want the full picture.
So it doesn't matter what end I cut.
Will work out, what steps we should take next, and how we will overcome the
Now I need to cut these wires down so I can see how many wires are in each one. It should be the same amount of wires.
Even when the road ahead is unclear. In times of uncertainty,
It should be the same amount of wires.
Fearful, especially when we feel unprepared or uncertain about the future. But faith is about
both of these wires should have the same amount of wires.
we can't fully comprehend or understand. God's vision for
They
us
should be the
is
same
bigger
color
than our
too.
present circumstances, and He
Whew.
will lead us to a place of greater strength and purpose, even when
Okay, I'm ready to get in here and lay down.
One of the most powerful aspects
Cook.
of trusting in God's
Like I
vision
said, if I
for
had
us
did
is
this yesterday, I would have
recognizing
had a
that He
better day.
doesn't abandon us in our weaknesses. In fact, He uses our weaknesses to demonstrate His power. The Apostle Paul famously writes, "But he said to me, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Therefore I will boast all the more gladly of my weaknesses, so that the power of Christ may rest upon me." 2 Corinthians 12:9. In our weakest moments, when we feel most unprepared, God's strength is made evident. It is in our vulnerability that He is able to work most powerfully, showing us that it is not by our own strength that we overcome challenges,
Not by might,
but by His grace.
not
This
by
doesn't
power,
mean
not
we
by
should
might,
passively
but by
wait
His
for God's
Spirit.
plan to unfold while we trust in His vision. We also have a responsibility to act in faith. We are called to take steps, even when those steps are uncertain. Just as God told Abraham to go to a land He would show him without giving full details of the
Oh,
journey,
I can go into
we are
recline
often
position
called to
now.
step out in faith, trusting that God will lead us and provide for us as we go. Each small act of faith, each decision to trust God when we feel unprepared, expands our capacity for the future.
I gotta find out some
With
stuff.
each step
Gotta get some more
forward,
stuff to put
we
in
are
the washing
becoming
machine.
more of the person
I have a
God
blanket I
is
need to
calling us
wash.
to be. As we move through life, there will be moments when the challenges seem too great and the obstacles insurmountable. There will be times when we feel as if we are too weak, too inexperienced, or too unqualified to handle what is before us. But in those moments, we must remember that God is expanding our capacity. He is not only preparing us for the challenges we are facing today,
I don't know what to put in the washer.
ahead. He has taken us from glory to glory, from strength to strength, until we are ready to fully step into the person He has called us to be. We are constantly being molded into a vessel capable of handling more. The difficulties we face today, though painful and uncomfortable, are God's way of expanding us. When we trust in His vision for our lives, we can find peace in knowing that He is working behind the scenes, preparing us for something greater. Our future is not determined by our current limitations, but by God's plan, which is always bigger than we can imagine.
This
So when you
blanket
feel
is
unprepared
heavy.
or uncertain, remember
Weighted
that God
blanket.
sees your potential. He knows what you are capable of, even when you can't see it yourself.
I can make a
Your
bet with
limitations
somebody
do
that
not
they couldn't run
define your
around.
future.
They couldn't run
Trust in
around a
God's
block
vision for you, knowing that He is
fast
expanding your
with a
capacity
blanket
to handle
around,
what's
with a
coming.
blanket over their
And
head.
through faith, you are being molded
blanket
into
is
someone
heavy.
who will overcome whatever challenges lie ahead. Life is full of challenges. From the smallest inconveniences to the most significant obstacles,
This
we
orange is
constantly
good.
encounter situations
I mean, this is
that test our strength,
pineapple
patience,
juice.
and resilience. Naturally, when faced with these challenges, our first instinct is often to view them as burdens or setbacks. We see them as things standing in the way of our happiness, peace, or progress. We may even feel like we are victims of circumstances,
Wrong light.
trapped in a cycle of struggle. However, if we shift our perspective, we can begin to see these very
Okay, I'm ready to go put my
not
feet
as
up, y'all.
burdens, but as opportunities for growth,
Time,
transformation.
downtime,
Every
while my
difficulty
breakfast
we
is
face
cooking.
an invitation to grow. Just as
Oh, I
we
had this
build
thing on
physical
Zoom
strength through
since I've
resilience,
been,
we also
it's
build
been on
emotional,
Zoom since
mental,
I
and spiritual
came from
strength through
upstairs.
adversity. Each challenge we face provides a unique opportunity to develop qualities that we might not have the chance to cultivate in times of ease. When we're comfortable, we are often content to remain where we are, without pushing ourselves to grow. But challenges have a way of forcing us out of our comfort zones. They push us to expand our heart, mind, and spirit in ways we would not have considered had everything remained smooth and easy. The first step in embracing recognize that difficulty itself is not inherently negative. Much of the time, it is our perception of difficulty that determines how we respond.
Now I feel like I put some work
When we view
in.
challenges as obstacles
This morning,
to avoid, we feel defeated by them.
I went
But
live
when we
twice,
view them as
I'm live now.
opportunities for development,
I went
we feel
live on the
empowered to
computer,
face them head
gave y'all
on.
an update. I
We
got
can
my
change the way we interact with
keyboard
the
ready
struggles in
with
our
the,
lives
I
by
found out where the
adjusting
shorts
our
are on the
mindset.
thing I'm
Instead
ready
of thinking
there.
of adversity as something that will
I can
hold us
actually
back,
take one
we
of
can
those
choose to see it as a
eyelash
catalyst for
did too,
change,
but I have them
a
right
means
here.
by which we can become
That'll be
more
ready
than we
tomorrow.
currently are.
Put
Take,
some
for
work in the
example,
day. I
the
need to
idea
wrap.
of a
I'm gonna lay down a while. I'm gonna lay
diamond
on.
is
I'm
not
gonna put some
formed in the
Bengay
absence of
on my
pressure.
legs.
It is formed under
My
intense
legs are hurting.
heat and pressure over a
Put some
long
Bengay on my
period of
legs.
time. The conditions that are required for the diamond to take shape are the very conditions that transform
Let me
a
get that
rough
Bengay.
stone into
I'm
something
gonna rub my legs
precious and
down.
beautiful. In the same way, our struggles and challenges are the pressures that shape us into the best version of ourselves. Without them, we would remain untested, our true potential undiscovered. It's the hardships we face that reveal our strength, build our character, and help us find purpose. This process of embracing challenges as opportunities requires a shift in how we view ourselves in relation to adversity. We are not
I'll
victims
probably
of our
order.
circumstances. We
I
are
might order me
participants
some
in the divine process of becoming. The trials
painkillers.
we
Oh,
face
that's right.
are
I'm
not
supposed to be looking up
random or
alternative
meaningless. They are
pain
purposeful.
medicine.
They have the power to change us, to shape us into individuals who are stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. The person we are today may be a result of the challenges we've already faced. But the
I might be
person we
still
will
wore out from
become
yesterday, been going
will
in the
be
subway.
shaped by how we choose to
I'm gonna rub my
respond to
legs
the
down.
challenges ahead. One of the most transformative ways to embrace challenges
Yeah,
is
this probably comes
opportunity.
from laying
Is
around
to
yesterday.
shift from a mindset of resistance to a mindset of acceptance.
But
This doesn't mean passively
I'm
accepting
gonna be back on the
everything that comes our
piano
way, as if
soon
we are
again too. I took a
powerless.
week
Instead,
off.
it means accepting
I
that
took a week of
challenges are a
just
natural
piano practice.
part
I
of
did
life,
7
and that they
days.
have something to offer us.
It took me.
When we embrace
It took all of those
adversity,
7
we
days
stop
to
fighting against the
get
inevitable
myself
and
ready
instead lean
for to be able to
into
practice.
it,
It took 7 days.
trusting that
The
it is
7th day
there
I
to
was
help
ready.
us grow. For
Really, it
instance,
would have
when
been the
we
8th
face
day
a
would have been
setback in
perfection.
our
My father
career,
told me
instead of
number
seeing
8
it as a failure, we
means
can view it
perfection
as an opportunity to reassess, to learn,
or
and to
completion.
adapt. Perhaps the setback is nudging us to explore a new direction, to develop a new skill, or to reconsider our goals. Similarly, in relationships, when we experience conflict or misunderstandings, rather than seeing these
Ooh, it's
as
going up my
obstacles
nose.
that will break us apart, we can see them as chances to deepen our understanding of one another. to practice
dig in there.
and to
That's why they
strengthen
pay
the
people.
bond
They pay
between us.
masseurs.
Each
So you
challenge,
can
when
massage
embraced as an opportunity,
massage that
has the
stuff into the
potential to
muscles.
make us better.
I did
Not
take
just
a
as
barbering.
individuals, but as
We
members
had
of a larger
face,
community,
head, and
a
neck
stronger
muscles,
family, and a more
veins,
compassionate
muscles,
world.
skin layers.
One of the key elements in
Skin
embracing
layers.
challenges as opportunities